What's up everyone, this is Cyberknight, and today I have a Zombie Horde budget deck profile for you guys. So yes, of course, this is a deck profile where I am using 3 of the brand new Zombie Horde Structure Deck, and yeah, only cards from that. So it only costs $30 to make this deck, but I do want to say real quick that although this deck does include a lot of staple cards and main cards you need for zombies, you might want to throw in some more cards for the extra deck, because remember, with this structure deck, you only get one Synchro monster, which is the new Red Eyes Synchro. It's a good card, but you're going to want more options. So if you want to build this, I would try to invest in a few extra, extra deck monsters. Anything you can get, really. Even the Code Talker will work. Just some more options, especially for Synchro monsters. You can get like an Omega. That will help you out. It's, reasonably cheap, I feel like, nowadays. And even Bleed's Diabolic Dragons, that's in the Legendary Hero decks as a reprint. I think that's a lot cheaper now, too. There's some good options, basically, is what I'm saying. So if you want to build this, try to at least trade or hunt down the other ones. I mean, seriously, a lot of just budget options you can use might make this deck, an extra $10? I mean, nothing too bad. So, yeah, basically I'm just saying that. But on the main deck, you pretty much have everything you need. Seriously, this structure deck was actually pretty good on that. And, yeah, let's go ahead and go through the cards. And if you guys want to see more budget deck profiles like this in the future, be sure to hit that like button to support this video, and we can definitely do more of these in the future. Alright, so starting us off, I am running 2 of Doom King Balderoach. So yeah, he's basically your other boss monster for the deck, if you want to think of it like that. This card is ridiculously easy to bring out too. I mean, with Glow Up Bloom, we'll go over how that works, but it's not really much of a combo because it's so simple, and you can just bring this card out basically on your first turn. Also, with that 2,800 attack, I mean, seriously, being able to bring him out so easily, that will help you out. And what I like the most, too, is this card just doesn't die. But as long as you have a, field spell, which Zombie World is what you're going to have, then you can just keep bringing him back. He just comes back over and over and special summons himself. Not only that, too, he even has an effect where he's able to negate other effects or even banish monsters. So yeah, this card pretty much does everything for you. Easy to bring out, but also too, you only really want 2 of them, because 3 can be a little bit too many. So in most cases though, you're seriously going to just be able to bring him out your first turn. I mean, especially with Glow Up Bloom, it's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, you definitely want to run him. Then after that, I'm running 2 of Tatsu Necro. Tatsu Necro is just basically there to help you bring out a Red-Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. I mean, that's what he's there for. He's a tuner monster, and the material that you're going to use for the Synchro summon can also be from your hand. So you summon Tatsu Necro, use, let's say, a level 4, whatever you want to go for that. Then you can use that from your hand, you banish both of them, and then you get Red Eyes. So that's just how it works, plain and simple. He's just there to help you bring out Red Eyes like that really easily, and works out really well for the deck too. Then after that, probably my favorite card from the structure deck, I am running 3 of Glow Up Bloom. This card is amazing. I mean, seriously, it's your key card to the deck. It's one of the best zombie cards that we've had from this, and yeah, I mean, like I said, this is the one how you bring out Doom King really too, because all you gotta do is have Zombie World as your field spell. Okay, I already have it on your side of the field. Then just get this card to the graveyard. Whether it is Foolish Burial, whether you're using Unizombie, Gozuki, that's another card that can help you do that, whatever. Just any way you can get this card to the graveyard, its effect will activate, you banish it, Doom King, your side of the field. Boom. There you go. That's how easy it is. Like I said, it's not really much of a combo, yet it's actually pretty scary to use too. So being able to do that, even with a deck that's $30, is something worth noting, I feel like. And honestly, too, this card's amazing. I mean, in any zombie deck, you're going to want to have this, because it really helps out from that, too. Also, I'm running 2 of Necroworld Banshee. This card's mainly there to help me get Zombie World. I mean, that's the main reason I use it. Get to the graveyard, get Zombie World. There you go. It's kind of a setup card for that, and really helps because of that, too, because you want Zombie World on the field your first turn, if possible. Then also 3 of Mizuki, and then, of course, 1 of Gozuki. Might as well have these together. Mizuki just makes it so you're able to revive your zombies from the graveyard. Obviously, one of the best zombie support cards out there for that reason. Gozuki is, well, like I said, he kind of has a Foolish Burial effect. And also, these 2 can work together as well, basically helping you feed your graveyard, so then you can, revive those strong monsters and stuff too. And, again, I mean, it's pretty basic knowledge, I feel like, on that, but yeah, that's what they do, and in any zombie deck too, you're going to see these. That's what's so great about them getting reprinted. Then after that, 3 of Unizombie, and then of course to go along with that, we also have 3 of Shiranui Solitaire. So again, it's kind of like with Mizuki and Gozuki. It's kind of that same idea where these are kind of no-brainers. You run them in anything with zombies. So again, the reprints were amazing for that reason. With a Unizombie, it helps you get things to the graveyard, whether it's from your hand to the graveyard or from your decks. It can help raise its level and everything too, which can help you go for stronger synchro monsters. Again though, if you're using the budget build of this, you only have Red Eyes, but if you add in a few other things, I mean, using these two together, you can get things like Omega easily too, which Omega is great, of course, with the Link monsters and everything. It's one of the better synchros out there. So yeah, I mean, these two combo really well together for that. They just help you set up, get synchro monsters out there, and also help you set up your graveyard too. Get Glow Up Bloom out there, get Doom King from that. Yeah, again, it's pretty simple. And last but not least, I am running two of Zombie Master. I thought I would throw a couple of these in because Zombie Master is still a great card, first off, and since I want to get things to the graveyard, again, there you go. And also it has it where it can revive some of those monsters too. So I thought it'd be good to throw in, especially since we're using stuff from the structure deck, and it does come in handy. Now moving on to our spell cards, I'm running two of Zombie Necronize. This card is an interesting one, I'll put it that way, okay? Because the negative with this is that there needs to be a level 5 or higher. That is kind of a problem these days with the meta and everything too, because, well, you have things like Link monsters. They don't have levels. Depends on what you're going against. You're going to something like Blue Eyes White Dragon, there you go. I mean, you know, we're going against something that use a lot of low-level monsters, and then they're, you know, bringing out Link monsters after that and going for, like, Boral Sword or whatever. This can be a problem for you. But also, if you have, well, Doom King, it's still a great card too. But yeah, it's just a way where you can take one of your opponent's monsters, especially when you have Zombie World set up. I mean, you have them where they are turned into zombies and everything too. It's great for that. Again, the only negative is it just depends on what you're going against. That's the only thing that kind of makes me sad about this card. I wish you didn't mention levels. But it is still a great card where you're just like, oh, nice monster, mine now. Then also Zombie Power Struggle. I like this card too because it can power up your monsters or weaken your opponent's monsters. Again, if they become zombies with Zombie World, because remember, Zombie World makes it so all monsters on the field and in the graveyard are counted as zombies, which that can pretty much screw up your opponent's strategy anyway. If they're going for something specific, it can mess with them. But also, yeah, it can make a lot of your effects work like that too, where it's like, oh, I can just banish a zombie on the field. Well, they have zombies. So obviously a card like this being able to either make a zombie stronger or weaker can come in handy for you. So you can make your monster stronger or their monster weaker. Then after that, of course, Zombie World. This card is everything for you. That is your field spell. That is the card you want to get out as quickly as possible. The only thing that bothers me on this structure deck is that they didn't include terraforming. So that kind of bugs me because this card, seriously, if you can pick up a couple of terraformings, do that. I don't think that they're expensive. I think they've been in like several other structure decks. I think even the previous one had terraforming. So yeah, pick some of those up. It's at 2. And you want to get Zombie World as quickly as possible. So definitely your main card. Then, of course, Foolish Burial, like we said, get zombies to the graveyard, get Mizuki, Glow Up Bloom, whatever, use their effects from that. Obviously, great card for it. Then also, I'm running 2 of Drag Down into the Grave. This deck really doesn't have a draw engine to it from the structure deck, so I thought I would go with this because I don't mind sending some of my monsters to the graveyard, and also it gives me an option to draw. And it can kind of mess with your opponent too. Then after that, 2 of Book of Life. Basically, your Monster Reborn for the deck. If you actually have Monster Reborn, use that, of course, too. Again, they're not expensive, so find one of those. But yeah, Book of Life is still good. It's just that sometimes it can be a problem because sometimes, you know, like an early game, it's not as great for you. But still, I mean, it is pretty much the zombie Monster Reborn. So use that, revive a monster, profit. And then I'm also running 2 Burial from a Different Dimension. Another great reprint from the structure deck. Any of your banished monsters, get them back so you can use their effects again. Plain and simple, that's why you want to have those. And now moving on to our trap cards. First off, I have 2 of Metaverse. Metaverse is basically the trap card version of Terraforming. So if you can pick up a couple of Terraformings, I would replace Metaverse with those. Because even though Metaverse can be a good card in some ways, I'd rather just use Terraforming because it's quicker. I mean, if I have Terraforming in my hand, I can activate it then, and then get Zombie World. With Metaverse, if it's in my hand, I have to place it on the field and wait before I can activate it. So, yeah, it can be a good option. It's a good reprint, but I would rather have some Terraforming, so go with that if you can. I think it's been reprinted like in just about every structure deck, so it shouldn't cost hardly anything. Then after that, I'm also running 2 of Return of the Zombies. That's another one of the new cards. Basically, it lets you banish a monster on the field, which, again, on the field. So, Zombie World, everything's zombie. So you can banish one of your opponent's monsters, but also then you revive a zombie monster from the graveyard. So if you banish one of theirs, you have to give them another monster, basically. But also, if you banish one of yours, you can get a different monster too. But, yeah, it's just mainly there for that. Can come in handy. I mean, even just come in handy for as simple as something where you have Doom King, you know, in your graveyard, you have some other zombie, banish it, get Doom King. And then last but not least, I'm also running 2 of Haunted Shrine. Haunted Shrine's pretty good, especially during late game, because if you don't have any monsters, it's just like, oh, okay, revive one of your zombies then. So being able to do that can come in handy. Again, I would use this a lot for like Doom King, but it can help you set up for other things too. So especially like I said, late game, if somehow your field's wiped out, something goes wrong, whatever, you have a way to revive zombies and yeah, get some monsters to your side field so you can do some damage, or like I said, just restart the cycle and start summoning everything like crazy like zombies can do. So I like it for that reason. And of course for the extra deck, this is pretty obvious, but yeah, I am running 3 of Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon. It's your only option, really, for the extra deck on this. You're using 3 of the structure deck because it's your only extra deck monster. So yeah, you gotta have 3 of these for that reason. But yes, of course, Red Eyes is a really scary monster. It's able to power up more zombies that you have, and then also that second effect is what I love, because whenever a zombie is destroyed by battle, then you're able to revive a zombie. So remember Zombie World? It makes it so monsters on the field and in the graveyards, both graveyards and both sides of the field are zombies. Yeah, just remember, you can actually use this monster, attack one of your opponent's monsters, destroy it, and then revive that monster in your side of the field. Because it's a zombie, it was destroyed, you get to revive one. It can be one of your monsters even, but you could also revive one of your opponent's monsters then and bring it to your side of the field. Yeah, that's a pretty game-winning effect, especially with Zombie World. Definitely want to run this card, but also, like I said, try to find some extra options too, because it is zombies, they swarm the field easily. Anything will do, literally. If you want to try to use some more expensive options, go for it. But literally, if you can just add anything you can find, it will help you out. Any link monsters, whatever, that will work with this deck, because you just want to have some options, is all I'm saying. So yeah, there you go. That is my budget Zombie Horde deck profile for you guys. So, of course, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, this deck is a lot of fun to use, and seriously, if anybody loves zombies, they're going to love the structure deck. I mean, it really does give you everything you need. I really recommend it. And of course, like I said, if you guys want to see more budget deck profiles like this in the future, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss out on future content. And I am also planning on doing a more competitive version of Zombies 2, which might be tomorrow or it could be Monday. I'm not really sure yet. I might give myself a day off. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day. And of course I will. Catch you guys later. See ya.